Why, Zach, we are currently on break.
I can finally throw off the facade of being a complete moron and get back to investing in the stock market as usual.
Indeed, I have heard that you bought some Dogecoin recently.
Oh, absolutely. I'm expecting a big spike after these many years of downward spiraling.
I can finally not put any sound effects in the background of the episode because we're not doing a story this week.
Thank God. What a bollock story it is.
Well, welcome to the Sandro and Zach corner, where
yes.
where we react to our favourite clips from The Orphan.
This is the most cringe thing we've ever done.
Why, The Orphan is a recurring character who we love, Zach. Don't you love The Orphan?
No.
Oh. I thought you loved The Orphan.
No, of course I do. Of course I do. Of
Good
course I
man.
do.
Tally-ho.
Tally-ho, so forth.
And these are our favourite clips from The Orphan. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess. Sure, let's go.
Orphan? Does that mean my mummy and daddy are fucking dead? Sorry for swearing, my normal child.
Why, I do love that clip because I feel like it really invigorates the orphan character because the orphan doesn't know that he's an orphan.
Yeah, it really puts that sort of story arc into perspective. It's an arc in 2 seconds,
Yes.
you know? An orphan finding out what orphan means and finding out his parents are fucking dead.
And then saying sorry for swearing because he's a child.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It's 3 levels of funny because 1, it's tragic.
Yes.
And 2, it's hilarious because he says they're fucking dead.
It's very fun. Should we use that clip multiple times throughout the season? He's constantly figuring out that he's an orphan. Probably not. Doesn't make sense. But we are doing it.
But it's very funny.
All right, now for the next clip of The Orphan.
Would you like a loaf of bread or an apple?
Not the most utility in a clip we have.
No.
But very specific. But I remember you did use that at one point for bread in a prison, I think.
Oh,
Just
for the prison break episode.
Yeah, there was a bread bit there. So it got some use.
That one did get some use.
It's nice.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about it.
Yes.
Apart from its bread and apple related bit. I think we should try and use it again.
I reckon we should try and use that one again in the coming season. All right. This is the one that we use the most.
Wow!
Very short, sweet, to the point.
Exactly.
Lots of utility. You can just throw that in any situation.
Yeah.
Probably the most versatile clip we have.
I like that one.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Oh, God. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say overrated clip. Overused, overhyped. Look, I know the audience is really into it, but as the creator here, I think the audience is wrong. They're all shit, and I hate them.
If that one is a true fan favorite, I would say that it's bad, though.
I actually think it's good now because you think it's bad.
No.
I'm just being a contrarian for the sake of being a contrarian. So now I think it's good, and you're wrong.
We have used that one a lot.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny when we just started calling everything a mystery, because you can just call everything a mystery.
You can.
Definitely one we shouldn't use so much.
Anyway, I wonder what the best clip of The Orphan's going to be.
It's a mystery.
Yes.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery, Orphan. It is a mystery.
See what I mean?
Here's the best one.
I don't know what you're talking about, you blooming C-section.
My favourite part is that he says, you bloomin'.
You bloomin'. He struggles to get it out. It's a hard bloomin' in there.
Yeah.
It's the hard B.
The hard B in the bloomin'.
Yeah.
I just love the concept of a C-section being a slur. It's very funny.
I feel like it's somewhat offensive, to be honest. But that's what makes it funny.
That is what makes it fun. And the greatest takeaway, if you have one, from our Best of The Orphan, a peek behind the comedic genius of Oldie But a Goodie, is offensive equals very funny.
It is.
Yes.
And here's the thing, right? I can break this down.
Yes.
The reason it's okay is because we're 2 white guys. 2 white guys making a bro film podcast.
Yes.
Our audience is 100% male.
It's like 95%.
Yeah, it's 100% male. If you're a female and listening to this,
good on you.
I have some bad news.
You are in the minority.
Yeah.
Thank you, but you're in the minority.
Thank you for your service. So we can make these jokes because the amount of people they apply to, very little.
Exactly. Anyway, I just want to applaud the fans. I want to applaud Ben Volchok for coming up with these clips. And next week on the podcast, Zach, we will still be on break, sipping our brandy, but Ben Volchok is going to come through with his behind-the-scenes retrospective of these Orphan clips. I'm very excited for.
Bit of gin, like a bit of gin. Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, there we go.
A nice little gin tonic.
I quite like my pineapple rum.
Pineapple rum? Yeah. I have to agree because... The rules state that I can't say no.
You have to say yes and.
Yes.
Something else.
And you're a cunt.
Yes, and that is true. Also a C-section as well. Would you believe it?
No.
Oh. All right, well, I think we filled our work quota for the podcast this week. Bye-bye.
Yes, and...
Howdy, it's me, Selly McSeller, back again with another ad. Are you also sad that the Friday the 13th movies ended after number 4, the final chapter? Well, worry not, because over on patreon.com/oldiebutygoodiepod, Zach and Sandro are finally reviewing Friday the 13th 5, A New Beginning. This one is a movie. It certainly is a movie, and they have thoughts and opinions about this movie, like in this clip right here. So when he kills the stutter guy, he moves that guy's body into the same bed as Robin.
It's so dumb.
And then stabs Robin, and then picks them both up, moves them to the goth's room, kills her, and then takes all 3 of them and moves them to another place to scare the final girl.
It's very dumb. Why is he moving around the bodies? He puts like 3 bodies in one room. Like, he kills one guy, hides him in a bedroom. Makes sense, right?
He did a Kevin Bacon. That's a Kevin Bacon. They did that in the first one.
That's classic Kevin Bacon right there.
Yeah.
But then the lady goes into the same room, very funny, gets in the same bed with the dead guy, turns around, oh my god, there's a dead guy, gets killed. Classic. But then he decides to move those 2 bodies from that room. Very dumb. Why would he do that?
I don't know. There's no reason. Oh boy, Friday the 13th Part 5 is certainly a movie, and you can check out the episode on it right now at patreon.com/oldiebutygoodiepod. There's going to be consistent Friday the 13th episodes for quite a few months now that the boys are back into it. I can't wait. Also get ad-free and early episodes there too. Yeehaw! I'm an American.